The story is well known. Courtney Crum Ewing, a former GDF lieutenant in the Army, was mercilessly gunned down in Diamond Housing Scheme while urging residents to vote, more specifically, to vote out the previous regime. But Courtney's campaign began weeks prior to his death, when he staged a one-man protest in front of the Attorney General's chambers, while it was occupied by Anil Nandlal. Crum Ewing was protesting against Nandlal following a nasty recording that went viral. Speculations ran wild as it proved easy to relate Courtney's death to his ongoing spat with Nandlal. Today, a mother and a nation pay tribute to Courtney's memory at the very spot where Crum Ewing waged his war. Crum Ewing's mother said, "The pain still lingers."
Every day I remember my son, every religious day. His room is the same way, with all his things the same way, until now 1 year after. So I just want justice, and I will not stop until I get justice.
Crum Ewing's mother relayed that it has not been an easy year for her and her family, since they are still grieving and need closure. She said she has been preparing for this day a long time now. Crum Ewing's stepfather relayed the same thing, but stated that Courtney's memory cannot truly be honored unless justice is served.
Today is 1 year since that took place, so we are here to remind the people of Guyana, remind the government that justice has not been achieved at this time, and we are hoping that justice would prevail.
The father is adamant that his son was gunned down for his activism, and that is a culture that cannot be condoned. Also on hand to show support was mayoral hopeful, Mark BENSCHOP, who lamented the fact that Courtney's case may be heading into the cold case files.
Today, 1 year since the assassination of Crum Ewing, Courtney Crum Ewing, and no justice for the family is, like I've said, is an injustice against the family and an injustice against a nation that is looking for this matter to come to some sort of closure from a judicial standpoint. And I'm calling once again for swift action in this matter.
Others were present to lend support and all expressed their presence there is not only to honor Courtney's memory, but more so for what he stood and died for. A tree that was planted in his memory following his death now blossoms at the very spot. Courtney Crum Ewing protested against what he believed were evils in the Guyanese society, and for this, he is now martyred. But, Basil, 1 year later, a family still cries for justice, and a nation awaits answers on this most tragic event in our recent history.